I'm going to show you the fastest way to farm common samples in Helldivers 2. What's really cool is this way is actually going to be doing it solo. And doing it solo is faster than doing it as a group, and I'll explain when we get to that. But yeah, the common samples are these green ones right here, and you'll need a lot of these. You'll need these more than you'll need the rare ones and the super rare ones, so you're going to need a lot of them. So the fastest way to do this is not what you would expect. You might think, oh, you got to go to a high difficulty or do something on a higher difficulty, right? And that's wrong. The fastest way to do this is to go to trivial difficulty and then go to any of the Terminid planets. And you're going to look for a specific one. You'll see that icon of like a spider right there. That's the one you want. You want the trivial mission that's called Eliminate Brood Commander. This is the mission that you're going to get the absolute fastest common samples from, and you're going to do it solo. So what you're going to do is you're going to land wherever you think it is. So based on the map, the icon's not always where it is. So you might want to guess like closer to the evac or something like, say, right here. And it's just kind of luck-based how fast it goes, but it's not a big deal. Now, you can use any number of things. You could just kill it yourself. You could use an autocannon or whatever, an autocannon or a Gatling gun or whatever. I'll just go ahead and take the Eagle Cluster Bomb, and I'll just grab, I don't know, really, I just need to get it over with fast. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of Eagle stuff and call it a day, because there's no reason for me to get anything else, because you don't need the call down time. Ideally, this mission is going to be over in less than 3 minutes, is the hope, is what you want. And in those 3 minutes, you're going to get a lot of samples. All right, so you're going to land, and you're going to look around and open up the map, and you'll be able to see the nest on the bottom right on the radar. So I'm just going to throw this. If it's right there, I'll just go ahead and start shooting it and kill it. The trivial mission is pretty easy. You just got to unload your whole gun, and the mission's complete. Okay, so now what you do is you really quickly just rush through here. The enemies are so easy on trivial that you can just go right in and ignore them, basically. You just got to kill them real fast, just the weak ones. There's a bug breach, though, which is kind of annoying, but I'm just going to fight my way through here, and what you do is you really do a quick sweep of the nest. There's always a nest like this, and you're going to run around in here just for a little bit, and you're going to look for common samples. Now, unfortunately, I'm not getting a good example, but here you go. They're like little spore-looking things. So you're just going to run through here, and ideally, like, it's going to be kind of random each time, right? Like, you might get lucky and get them all right away. You might run around for a minute or two and then just be like, all right, I'm calling it. But say, like, right here, all right, there's 3, and, oh, here's 4. Okay, cool, there's 4. And then usually just, like, wherever there's 1, there's usually a bunch right there, and I often don't find them anywhere else. Oh, here we go. Wow, 1 more. And I think that's it. Okay, so they're usually right, when you find 1, they're usually all relatively nearby to that 1. So then you get all those, and then you just go and look for the evac, and then you're going to now run to the extract zone. It's not evac, it's extract. Going to run to the extract. If you see any structures on the way, like a building or something, you can check it real fast, but only bother with it if it's on the way. It's not really worth the time to go running off exploring, looking for them. The map's very small, so you can, but it's generally not really worth it. So what you're going to do now is you're just trying to save time. So you're going to go up here, and you're going to start the extract, and then while doing the extract, you're going to run around and look for any more common samples at the extract. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this. There we go. And now I have 2 minutes, and I'm just going to run around real fast around the extract, and I'm going to see if I can find, you know, any more common samples. So how many you'll get will be a little bit RNG based, because sometimes the nest will only have 3 or 4 or 2 or 3, and the extract will only have 2, and sometimes they're off on the sides at buildings instead. But there's always 12 or 13. You see the top right, I have 7 of 13. So I got pretty much everything that was at these 2 zones. And then if I wanted to get more, I'd have to go run off to other buildings. Now, as a solo, there's a reason why we wanted to play solo. I mentioned it earlier, and I'll explain it as soon as we get to it. But if you do want to do it as a group, you can just do it as a group. It'll slow it down a bit, but it could neutralize it if during the extraction part like this, or right at the beginning, what you could do as a group is one guy can kill the brood mother, then go to extract, and then other guy runs around and looks for the other common samples at any random buildings around the edge of the map. You could try to do something like that if you want to do it with a friend or with a few friends or something, but it's just as good to do it solo. It's going to come out about the same as far as samples, you know, per hour or something like that. But yeah, so now we just got to wait it out. I'll skip ahead here in just a second, but we're just going to wait it out now for the extract to come. All right, so once the Pelican comes down, here's why playing solo is just as fast, if not faster, than a group. because you can do this as a solo. You go in here, and then you return to ship alone immediately, and you're good. The second you get in that ship, you're done. Now, your stuff might not update. Like, it might show the wrong currencies and things when you first come back. I don't know if it updated or not. I wasn't paying attention to before. But if it does show the wrong one, it will update when, in a little bit or after a restart or after your next mission or something like that. So you'll just really quick return to ship because to skip all that crap at the end where you have to wait for like a minute, and then you'll go and look for another trivial broodmother one like this. Click it, and you'll go ahead and start up your next Helldive and go get another 5 samples, 7 samples, 10 samples. I think the best I got was like 11 or something sometimes from just going to just those 2 things. So again, we'll go like right here. And I'm just gonna grab cluster bomb, and I'm not even gonna take anything else, honestly. Oh, you have to take other things. All right, we'll just grab whatever and go. And I got pretty lucky and landed right in the middle of the nest. Oh my god, he didn't die. There we go. Mission complete. Run around, look for the samples, and then just repeat the process like I just did on the last one, and just do it over and over and over again. But if you do want to check all the buildings on the edge of the map, one trick for that is you can zoom in your map and then move around, and you can literally see the structures on the map. So you can actually check to see if there is anything on the way to the evac, or even just kind of close to the evac, and you could grab those 2 on the way. I got a medal. So yeah, so that's another thing you can do. So like, you can detour a little bit. You just don't, the main thing is you're just trying to min-max your time. You just want to like, you don't want to be like, go all the way up to these 2 up here and then come all the way back to the evac, because that'll take like 2 or 3 minutes. And in 2 or 3 minutes, you could literally just get to, you could get the objective, get the evac, get like 5, 7, 8, samples, and get out. You could just do a whole nother mission in 2 to 3 minutes. So you don't want to go to those unless they're either on the way or just like the one I went right there. I landed here, went to the side, and then went down to the evac. I don't see any over here. So I'll just go ahead and evac then. So, you probably get the idea of what I'm trying to say here, I hope. All right, it's completed that one. I'm going to go ahead and extract and just return to ship, just like that. And there we go. More samples. So I've already gotten in just, yeah, it updated. I was 73, now I'm at 78. I didn't get a ton on that one, but, you just go back in and do it again, and you should be able to every 4 to 5, I want to say every 4 minutes, really, but maybe every 5. But I'd probably say when I do this, on average, every 5 minutes, I probably get like 7 common samples, because sometimes you get lucky and there's just like 5 in the nest and then like 6 at the evac or something. There are some maps where it'll be like that. So I would say, you get maybe, what is that, like 84 per hour or something like that. We'll say, I'm just gonna say 100 per hour, give or take, but it could be 75, could be 100, could be somewhere between those 2, depending on how you do it. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Hopefully it helps you out. That's way faster than normal missions, by the way, because like, even if you do, you could do like, oh, I'm gonna do Helldive difficulty with a group of 4, and we're just gonna do great and kill everything. Just finding all the common samples, like, yeah, there's like 40 common samples you can find in a single mission. But chances are you'll spend 30 minutes in the mission looking for them, and you'll only get 30 out of the 40, and you got to evac with them, so you got to not mess up, and it's like, yeah. Now, if you're having fun doing that, obviously that's a better way, because it's fun, right? But if you're just trying to get it over with fast and get some ship modules unlocked, then this trivial version, as far as I'm aware, is going to be the fastest way that you can get them. And even compared to the Helldive difficulty one, the perfect group of 4, it still is probably faster if you get good enough at doing what I just showed you. So hopefully it helped you out, guys. Now you know the fastest way to get common samples in Helldivers 2.